Hello, glad you're back again. It's your boy Bruce Roy with a one lap attack of where are we at? Fuji Speedway, Japan. So we get the RCF GT500 car, which is basically a GT2 car, which are like crazy fast, right? So knowing that, the GT2 cars got a lot of grip, so they can be kind of stiff, overly stiff feeling, but they got a lot of grip going around the corners, right? So you got to trust the car. I know it's difficult sometimes because these things are quick, but you gotta trust the car. Alright, so let's go look inside. We're in sixth. Okay, let's back it up. I didn't see where we started to brake. That means you didn't either, so here we go. 250, 200, 150. So between the 150 and the 100, so we'll call it the 125, you're going to go ahead, brake as hard as you can, threshold, stay straight for as long as you can before you turn in. You get the most braking that way. Because we're braking from like 180 miles an hour, something crazy like that, you know? So go ahead, downshift into first, I'm going to say. All the way down to first. All the way down to the first, cut off the corner. Cut off that little apex there, that hairpin corner. You can flow out if you want to. Be careful of that curbing. If you hit the curbing, it's slick, okay? Alright. There's the 50. I gotta see that again. I couldn't hear where I started to brake. I think we're gonna start to brake just right after the 50. Like I said, the limits in these cars are pretty insane. So just right after the 50 mark, we're gonna brake a little bit. You're going to downshift into fourth and make your turn. Cut off this apex, this corner on the left hand. I got out of the throttle. And when you exit that corner, you can be on the rumble strip and on the green part of the track. That's like a go zone, basically. So it's the end of the track, like the very limit of the track. But you can be on those parts and just stay right through the center and follow that white line right there. Let's watch it one more time. This corner is tricky because it's like flat out, pretty much. Almost like it's spooky. You gotta turn in, follow the line. Okay, now go ahead, throttle. Get off the throttle. When you're going through that long right-hand tight corner, there's a flat spot. Once you get to the flat spot, you're gonna get off the gas, get off the throttle. Okay? Right about there. Downshift into fourth. Stay tight. In the middle, between the 50 and the 100, if you could see it on the right-hand side, is where you're going to start braking, and you're going to cut off this next corner, this left-hander. Down a second. Flow out to the line. Like I said, you can go over it just a little bit. Make sure your one tire is on the track. Now we're cutting off our corners here. Okay, now let's see where I start braking so I can give you exactly where it was. These turbo force bangers and these things are violent. It's like probably like 700 horsepower or something. These things are nuts. Look at that carbon inside the car. Okay, there's a 100 and there's a 50 all the way right where the corner ends. So now we're at the 150. On the right hand side, there's a little orange mark. There's going to be an orange mark. Check it out. There's an orange mark. Orange marking. That's where you're going to start to, right after that, you're going to start to brake. Okay, we're down in first, second. Cut off the corner there, third. Let's give you a better idea of where you're supposed to brake. So at the 75, you brake at the 75, cut off these two corners. The second, cut off this corner, third. So as soon as you see the green strip on the left-hand side, you're braking half in the middle of it. As soon as you start seeing it, that whole section of green strip that's good to go on, you're braking in the middle of it. And you can actually, if you want to, you can go past the rumble strip onto the green, as long as you keep one tire on there, and cut even farther this way. I didn't venture that far over. I didn't think I needed to, but if you want to, that's an option. And I imagine you can probably go faster than I did if you actually want to do it. Bang those gears down. Here we go. Halfway, bang down a second, turn in tight, touch that little cone, stay tight. Okay, right there you want to flow out. Cut it off. Half of the green, braking, turn in half your second gear, stay tight. You want to flow out a little bit. And I was already braking as soon as I stopped seeing the red and white bumper markers on the left-hand side, the curbing. So almost right after you stop seeing the the red and white bumper on the curbing on the left-hand side, you're going to start braking. Stay wide so you can come left. Start braking hard so you can come all the way left and cut across the corner. One more time. Most of all, trust the car. All the way out. There's a white mark on the left-hand side of the course, and that apex right there, and that's the white mark you're going to use to start braking, and then come all the way right. So let's go back. There's actually a white mark over there too. I didn't see it, but there's a white mark right there where you can start to brake. Here's a white mark over here as soon as you see it. Almost to where we get up on it. I could have got it even closer on it, and it would have been, I'd have been okay. One more time. See the white mark? Right before I get to the white mark, I start braking, and I really cut off that corner. That's probably the best way to go about it. Not right before you get to it. Start braking as hard as you can. Cut it right all the way over. Cut off the corner. And that's good enough for gold. So I hope this helps somebody. And thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys again soon with another video. Take care.